This is Aaron and Greg Hokinson here with Mr. Lang. Now, Mr. Lang, how long have you been at Hopewell?
Not in my face, right? 15 years.
How do you like it here?
I love it here.
Really? The multicultural fair.
I thought it was very interesting.
Anything else?
No. What did you think of it?
I thought it was great.
Did you go to...
Yeah.
I didn't see you at the Tuesday.
Oh, no, I just went on.
Did you go to the gym thing?
Yeah.
Did you go to the banquet?
No. Whose idea was it?
Mr. Bach's. In Mr. Bach's former school, they used to have a multicultural fair. And when he came here, he thought it would be a good idea to try to do the same thing here.
Are you planning to continue the fair in years to come?
Well, we just had a meeting yesterday after school with the people who plan the multicultural fair, and that's what they were discussing, whether they want to do it every year or they want to do it every other year.
What do you think of the cultural diversity at Hopewell?
What do I think of cultural diversity at Hopewell? I think that Hopewell is becoming more diverse, but is still far less diverse than most high schools. I think it's a good thing, because the more diverse the high school is, the more that students will be prepared upon graduation to enter the real world.
What could this school do to attract more cultural diversity?
You can't do anything to attract more cultural diversity. You can do things to teach students about it. For example, you can have a multicultural week, which we just had.
Was the Multicultural Week successful in educating the school about cultures around the world?
Well, we have a survey which we're going to give the students, but the students will be the ones that will have to answer that. So I would throw the question back to you, Mr. Sosnoski. Do you feel that you know more about this as a result of the Multicultural Week? Did you learn anything?
Oh, yes.
There you go.
Are planning to change the multicultural fair in years to come?
Would you repeat that question, please?
Are you planning to change?
Yes.
Say it again.
Yes.
If so, how?
One of the things we're going to do is, well, we're going to change the displays. We're not going to have displays every year that is Middle East, Hispanics, Chinese. We're going to try to mix it up a little bit. One of the requests was that we have displays which represent European cultures. The three of us in this room are descendants of the European culture, so something that would represent, for example, our cultural background. What is your cultural background, Mr. Sosnoski?
Italian and French.
For example, we could have an Italian table and have things that represent Italian culture, which is extremely rich. Cameraman Hokinson, what is your cultural background?
Norwegian.
Norwegian. We could have a Norwegian table. I don't know what would be on it, but it would be interesting.
How has the cultural diversity changed at Hopewell in the past 10 years?
Hopewell has gotten to be more diverse in the past 10 years. It used to be that students all dressed alike. I'm stereotyping and exaggerating slightly, but if anything, the students have gotten more diverse. And I'm not just talking about race or ethnicity here. Students dress differently than they used to. They used to dress more uniformly. Now there are many different styles represented by the student body. That spills over into music, ways of dress, and things like that.
Would you like to say anything else before we wrap it up?
I would like to thank Mr. Hokinson, our cameraman, for today's production, and for Mr. Sosnoski for his excellent questions.
Thank you, Mr. Wang, and goodbye.